Guys, we got an absolute cracker this weekend. As someone who's only just been getting into boxing over the last couple of years, I think I've been, really spoiled, and I think I've been getting in at a great time. Both undefeated, champion versus champion, looking to unify the division. In a sport where continuously this is something that's complained about in boxing, you see with Floyd Mayweather fighting Manny Pacquiao, how many years late did that fight happen? Over the last couple of years, the Saudis have been throwing millions and millions of dollars at this sport and bringing the fans the matchups that they've wanted to see, the top guys fighting each other. And this is another prime example. Another two guys on that pound for pound list, Dmitry Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev. This is a really, really interesting clash of styles. If we get into the matchup, Dmitry Bivol has beat the bigger names. He's beat Canelo Alvarez, one of the only two guys to defeat Canelo Alvarez. Yes, Alvarez was very undersized in that matchup, but if you watch the skill and the style that Dmitry Bivol has and was able to employ in that matchup, it's an absolute thing of beauty. That Soviet style, super bouncy on the feet, in and out, very accurate, high volume, can keep throwing and keep that pace up over the 12 rounds. It's a thing of beauty. It's absolutely beautiful to watch. Canelo Alvarez is a great boxer, as you all know, a household name, and Dmitry Bivol was able to pretty much shut him out and make him look like an amateur in some spots, which is crazy to say. On the other side, Artur Beterbiev, this guy is an absolute Terminator. One of my favorite boxers, just for the fact that when he connects, it's absolutely different. He's like the Francis Ngannou of the 175-pound light heavyweight division. The guy cracks like no one before. His jabs are absolute hammers. Like, the guy doesn't need to put many together, and you see he's hunting his opponents in there. What often gets overlooked with Artur Beterbiev is his footwork and his general boxing skill. Yes, he's a Terminator. He's got 20 fights, 20 knockouts at the top level, which is absolutely nuts. But the way he does it, he's one of the best people at cutting off the ring. And I think that's what makes this matchup so interesting. Yes, Artur's a little bit older at 40 years old. Bivol's younger, probably the more athletic of the two, in his prime. Beterbiev just getting towards the end of that prime, I think. But Bivol is going to have to be absolutely perfect for 12 rounds, because if he can't keep off Beterbiev, he's going to be in absolute trouble. Beterbiev hits like no one he has ever fought, and he doesn't need many. And if he can start adding up the damage in the early rounds, I think it's going to be really, really hard for Bivol in the later rounds. Coming into this fight, Bivol is the slight favorite, which you can understand with the age, him being undefeated, Beterbiev shown to being hurt before, dropped before. But I think stylistically, I think Bivol is really up against it here. Yes, he has the crisper technique and the higher volume and, can be more technical in areas. But like I said, he is walking an absolute tightrope here. And when you have to walk a tightrope for 12 rounds, it's a really, really tough thing to do. The event is going to be massive, all of the pressure and everything else that comes into an event like this. He's been through that, yes, with Canelo Alvarez. How is Beterbiev going to face that? How is he going to thrive in that pressure? Because his style, how much of a buzzsaw he is, his will to win, both of these guys, their will to win is something that's very, very hard to break. So it comes down to who has the stronger will in a fight like this. Two champions at the top of their game, both undefeated killers. Like we've talked about, Beterbiev, 100% finish rate. So Bivol will be walking the tightrope. I think it's a really tough stylistic matchup for him. Yes, he can outbox anyone in that division, but it only takes one with this guy, and he really, really knows how to put him there and how to get you into positions to really unload his power and to hurt you. Beterbiev comes into the fight to hurt you. He's not really necessarily trying to bank rounds. He's looking for the point where he can stop you. And that's the difference between these two fighters and their two styles. And I think that is what is going to take Beterbiev through and carry him out as the victor. So I think Beterbiev is going to win this fight, potentially via a knockout. He's never been to the cards before, so, it's hard to see him going to the cards again. But that's what makes this fight so intriguing. He's never fought anyone as skilled as Bivol at the top of their game like this, an undefeated young champion. So let's see, hey? Let's see. And the event is going to be an absolute spectacle. Riyadh season, I don't know where they get all this money from. This oil money is crazy because they just throw it around like it's nothing. I don't know if they're making anything back on the pay-per-views. I don't think they even care at this point. They are happy to just throw the money out. And like I said, it's what's getting us these great fights. So let's keep it coming. Really looking forward to tuning into this matchup. Like I said, as someone who's just gotten into boxing over the last couple of years, I've been so spoiled with all these great matchups, and I think this is one of the ones I'm most anticipating. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I can't thank you all enough for the support recently. It's been absolutely heartwarming. If you could please like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it, and we'll chat soon. Thank you.